Hey kids, we're going to put some wheel well covers on our 2019 F-150 right now. That's right. So what we did is we went and we ordered some Husky wheel well covers because we don't have any. Right? Okay. So I got the instructions. They're pretty easy to do, pretty easy to follow. So you just need a 10 millimeter. I checked the bolts, they are 10 millimeter. Seriously, it's front and back, and it says remove the mud flaps, which I did on this side. 10 millimeter safety glasses, and there's a mark that says DS with an arrow and PS with an arrow. The arrow goes towards the cabin. Let's just get right to it. Sorry about the wind, but you know what? The truck doesn't fit in the garage. So what we got to do is we got to take a couple of these J-clips. Not that big of a deal. No, I'll show you. And we got to take them, put them right here, just like this, because we're going to be putting bolts in there. Do that on both sides. These are Husky brand. They did not sponsor anything with us. I bought these with my own money. All right, so I've got this one in place, and then you just pick it up and you line up the bolt holes, and that's pretty much it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plunk this one in the back here. It's form fit to go around my shock. We're just gonna put this right in here. Like that. Now you're wondering, hey Chad, what about these? They just go right up into the wheel well. You just kind of sit there like that. All right. And then you just got to make sure this gets lined up too. And spin it in. Bring it back a second. Okay, so make sure you get the lip up behind your fender. It's a little bit of a fiddling around, but I'll tell you what, it went better after I had this kind of secured in place. And then we're just going to tighten these down. And those J-clips, they're going to do what they need to do, right? And you don't have to go whole hog, or even partial, well, just partial hog probably. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our mud flap back on, and you can see how that's done. Now we'll do it again on the other side. Yeah, you just right there and right there. That's all there is to it. Let me grab the mud flap. I'm back. Anyway, the only thing we're going to need for that is a Phillips and a 7/16, or millimeter equivalent. So this is no drill. We got 2 holes here. There's 2 holes there. That's it. And then there's a lock right here. So let's see about it. Let's not be about it. Let's see about it. Is that the word? Is that how it goes? I don't know. Man, really all there is to it. Maybe we just take one of these guys, slip it in there like that, and there's just enough room for you to get your hand back there, right here. Spin it on. Okay, got them in. Yeah. Just make sure they're seated up all the way, and that's tucked in. And there we go. You know what we gotta do now? Other side. Here we go. You know what? I pressed the button, but it didn't press the button. So now here we go. All right, we're gonna show you how to remove the mud flap. It's just right back here. There's one here, and there's one under there. It was moving until it wasn't. you just take your 7/16 and you just put it back here on the thing like that, right? And then you just undo it like that. See you in a minute. All right, got it off. Now, once you got that off, you just repeat the process by not having anything you're supposed to have, you know. Like your stool, your J clips, you know, the stuff that would be mildly important, you know. All right, like that. Then move the mud flap out of the way. Get your 10 millimeters. Slip it back in. We'll bring it back in when it's done. All right, now we're just gonna put these right in here. Just line up your holes. Start your bolts. Same with this side. If you're really fancy, you can go left-handed like this. I'm not left-handed. Maybe. Yeah, look at that. And then we just take our 10 millimeter, snug them up. Now these are for 2015 to 2020. I'll put the link to them in the description because I think they're a pretty cool idea. I don't know why they were on here to begin with, you know. I mean, you'd think it would make sense, but what do I know? I'm just a dude. And then the hardest part was honestly getting this back up in, getting the lip up behind the wheel well. Just take your time. It does bend, and yeah, man, I'm pretty excited about that. All right, let's bring you over there and tell you what we learned. There's one thing that I want to address. This is a large amount of cardboard box for what that was. I think we can come up with something better, don't you? Yeah. All right, here's what we learned. They're making noise. We learned that the Husky wheel well liners for 2015 through 2020, part number 79121, is pretty darn easy to install. The mud flaps are actually the most irritating part because they were really small places to get into, but that's no big deal. So we're getting closer to being ready for the winter. Actually, I don't know what else we have left to do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little thing we got right after. I didn't even mess around. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hit the, you know, all this stuff, and keep on wrenching.